Welcome back to Good and Crazy News, y'all. It's your boy Aki, and I'm back with another episode. Y'all know my mama's up in here, y'all. And guess what? My trusty co-executive producer's in the house.
What's up, guys?
Do I have something on my face? No?
No.
Because, I don't trust these people around here, y'all. They'll let me get on here with boogers and stuff on my head and every damn thing. You. Y'all, don't forget to support our channel. If you want to donate a story to the show, like if you see something that you think we might be interested in, go ahead and email us at goodandcrazyn@gmail.com. If you want to work here as a producer, also email us at goodandcrazyn@gmail.com. If you want to support the channel, because we need some new equipment up down here, y'all, support us on Cash App at Good and Crazy News. $ Good and Crazy News, okay? Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, where we post daily. Y'all, we starting to post more and more videos. So, you know what? I'm trying to do better with this show, okay? So, y'all, just some tragedy is always going down. Like, it seems like this country is getting turned upside down. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on with these people. Move him up, son. You can leave the crawler down there. Hold up. Y'all, you know what I want you to do later?
What?
Make the crawler longer so it goes to the end of the screen.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't think it looked strange like that? Like all incomplete, like we don't give a damn? You don't see that it looked funny? Never mind. Okay, y'all. There's a man did almost a mass shooting in New York City today. Gunman who killed 4 people in New York City was trying to get to the NFL offices and claimed to have CTE, officials said. Yeah, this comes from the Associated Press. I was disappointed to see that it was a black person because normally you hear shit like this, it's normally white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
come from the Associated Press. It says a gunman who killed 4 people, so it was a mass shooting. Inside of Manhattan is fine. Inside of a Manhattan office tower, blamed his mental health problems on the National Football League and intended to target the league's headquarters upstairs, but took the wrong elevator. Officials said Tuesday investigators said Shane Tamura, a Las Vegas casino worker, was carrying a handwritten note in his wallet that claimed he suffered from chronic traumatic encephalopathy known as CTE. And caused the league and accused the league of hiding the dangers of brain injuries linked to contact sports. But you know what? They've been talking about this CTE stuff for a long time.
Yeah, they have.
They've been saying, listen, y'all football kids up out there, y'all, a danger that y'all can get is brain injuries from playing football. And the football is this, I'm going to repeat myself because the thing just went down and came back. But out of all the NFL, the baseball league and the basketball league, the NFL gets paid the least amount of money. Did you know that?
No.
And they have the highest injury rate of all the sports. It's 100% injury rate every year. Leave JoJo alone, please. Lord have mercy. So it says right here, Tamura, who's 27 years old, child, listen, shot several people in the skyscraper. Imagine if he would have made it to the NFL offices.
Yeah.
He was going to do some real serious damage up down there.
Yeah.
Tamura, 27, shot several people in the skyscraper's lobby and another on the 33rd floor office on Monday before he killed himself, authorities said. Among the victims were off-duty New York police officer and a security guard. The attacker's grievances with the NFL emerged as police began piecing together the details of his life and the cross-country road trip that brought him to Manhattan. So this man lives in Las Vegas, so he got in his car and drove from Las Vegas to Manhattan to kill them people. Now, if you're going to drive all... Let me not do that. It says among the... I already read that. Tamura, who played in high school football in California a decade ago but never played in NFL. And remember, if he played high school football, that's only 4 years of your life. Right. Now, let me tell you something. He's been playing way before that. Those little junior leagues and little boys, they start them off 5 years old that they're knocking each other out.
Yeah.
I could not date nobody who played football. I'd be like, listen, you play football? No. No. Guess what? The least injured people make the most money. You know who they are?
Who?
The national, the football. I mean, the baseball team. They get the biggest contracts, and they are the least injured.
Yeah.
They're the least injured, and they run around there. Now let me tell y'all something. The finest out of all of those sports is the baseball players, though, for real. The baseball players be stacked, and I know y'all know that. They be thick. I wonder why they get like that. How they get like that? The baseball players. They all be having, big, thick thighs and shit and nice chests and big shoulders and all of that. They all look good. They all do. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be about a tragedy. Oh, God, y'all. It says tomorrow. Okay, he played in high school, all right? And Tamura, who played high school football in California a decade ago but never played in the NFL, had a history of mental illness, police said. In a 3-page note found in his body, he accused the NFL of concealing the dangers to his players' brains for profit. The degenerative brain disease has been linked to concussions and other repeated head trauma, common to contact sports such as football. In the note, Tamura repeatedly said he was sorry and asked that his brain be studied for CTE. Wow. I hope he didn't shoot himself in the head. Because that's what most people do.
Right.
So how we going to study your brain? Okay, let me not. Because, I can always go sideways with everything. He mentioned a PBS Frontline documentary about the disease referenced by former NFL player Terry Long, who was diagnosed with CTE, and how Long killed himself in 2005. I think I remember seeing that special. He had to remember everything. He wrote everything down on a piece of paper and put it everywhere like he had Alzheimer's or something like that. Yeah. He would be like, this is this. And he'll put notes all over his house. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Yeah, this disease is terrible. There's supposed to be some new technology with the helmets for these kids. Because that's what it is. They need some new technology helmets. These helmets they've been using these same helmets for, I don't know, how many years, and it seemed like the technology should be catching up with these helmets.
Right.
Like they should have some kind of liquid in them or something, so when they hit, that their head can actually have more movement inside the I don't know.
Like ding, ding, ding.
I don't know, but this is a terrible disease. Once he killed the lady in the lobby, he let another lady just walk by. I don't know, but this man, if he would have made it to the NFL offices, this would have been devastating. For them. I'm not saying it's not devastating now. You got to be careful and clean up everything you say these days. It would have been devastating. No, it's devastating now, but it would have been even more devastating.
Right.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Oh, my goodness, y'all. The world is just crazy right now. Y'all, Trump, this is the old story. I don't know why you put this in here, but it says Trump is calling for the prosecution of Beyonce and Kamala Harris. Auto slam again. We don't care. You want to sue Beyonce and Kamala Harris. Who cares? I think the story's not there because we don't care. You do? Well, www.com media takeout, and you can go read it for yourself. Oh, I put it up on your TV. Don't be throwing trash on the floor in here. Even though you might think it's dirty in here, this is still my place. Oh, no. Lord. Here. Don't start doing that in here, please.
Doing what?
Dealing with all that hair in that brush.
I wasn't going to.
You about to? Why you setting it up then?
Because I picked it up off the
Yeah, but you said you just said you wasn't gonna do that. What you doing? Y'all, my mama in here tripping, y'all. Y'all, Ron DeSantis blockhead is back up down here to the news again, y'all. Y'all know I can't stand Ron DeSantis. He is doing everything to stay sniffing Donald Trump's behind. Oh, goodness, Ron. Lord have mercy. Y'all, it says right here, Ron DeSantis announces tax-free period on guns starting in September 2025 all the way through New Year's Eve. Now, these kids, they need tax breaks to buy their school clothes and all of that. They get a couple of days, maybe a tax-free weekend for that.
Right.
But for gun, no taxes, you get 3 months every day. It's got from ABC News. It says Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announced a Second Amendment tax holiday for the state in 2025. The holiday will run from September 8th until December 31st and will include firearms, ammunition, accoutrements, things that go with it, as well as other outdoor items like fishing, bow hunting, and many more other dangerous items. Okay.
Come on,
It says the calculated savings will amount to $8 million for Florida buyers. Florida is not the first state to provide tax breaks on the sale of firearms. The state of Mississippi had a sale tax holiday on firearms in 2014. Louisiana had one, and South Carolina. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. These things right here, what they talking about? These states right here are the most dangerous states. No, they are.
They do with the crackers.
I keep trying to tell my mom, you can't be saying stuff like that up on my show. You trying to get my show canceled? You trying to get me canceled? You sorry? You are? Okay. Y'all, she over here laughing. Child. Ron DeSantis, listen, you don't need to give tax breaks to people who want to buy guns, okay? Why don't you give tax breaks to all the kids that's trying to buy school clothes and uniforms and all this shit that y'all mandate down there? Why don't you give them the break?
Right.
Why don't you put a pause on taxes for groceries, something that everybody need? Why don't you put a pause on taxes on property insurance? Why don't you do that? Something that people can actually benefit from that's not going to be dangerous. All you're going to be doing is having lunatics run down to the gun shop buying guns.
Right. Like, that's dumb.
You have people come from other states crossing state lines to buy guns in your state. Is that what you're really trying to do? Sell guns, Ron DeSantis? We already know that the gun lobby is already in your pocket. We know that. Who else you want to get in your pocket to? The people who make these bow and arrows and shit? The people who make fishing rods and all of that? Y'all priorities is in the wrong place. This is not helping society at all.
It's not.
Is this helping society?
No.
No. Ron DeSantis, listen, I'm going to need you and your block-headed ass to get off my damn screen. Okay? Bye. Bye.
What?
Nothing?
No.
Huh?
Nah.
Huh?
What'd you expect? What?
Something. I dismissed him. You could have gave me Candy Muse. You could have gave me Nikki Laugh. You could have gave me Oh Come On Cat. You could have gave me Girl You Playing Now. No, I'm not. It's a whole bunch that you could have put there. I dismissed him.
Yeah.
And you sitting there staring at me with his arm on his arm like this, y'all, with no intentions.
Come on, cat.
Oh, goodness. Y'all, this story coming up right here is disgusting. Like, people are always doing the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, you got a job down there as a flight attendant at Delta. Now, y'all know, let me just tell y'all what happened first. Then I'm going to tell you what I think about this nonsense and foolishness that this man done did up down here, y'all. It says Delta Airlines sued the employee, right?
The person sued Delta.
Delta Airlines sued. Employee filmed masturbation video on my kid's lost iPad. Y'all, listen. Even if they didn't recover the iPad, you don't know what this person's iPad is linked to.
Right.
This is somebody's child iPad. And so I'm quite sure they want to see everything their child is doing.
Right.
And they want to locate the thing. And they go go through the photos, and you in your Delta uniform is jerking off on camera to the... Y'all, people... Listen, let me tell you something what this say down here. This comes from TMZ. It says a Delta airline employee used a Peppa Pig... so it means it was in one of those things that let you know it's for a child? And you still...
Girl, you playing now.
No, I'm not.
So let me tell you something, y'all. It says a Peppa Pig iPad that a kid lost on a plane to record videos pleasuring himself, at least according to a new lawsuit. Delta is being sued by a married couple in South Carolina. They say their child left behind a pink Peppa Pig iPad on a flight, and claimed they later learned a Delta employee used the device to film pornographic videos in their Delta uniform and name badge. How stupid can you be?
You're right. Like, you gonna do it in your Delta uniform, okay, but why your name badge too? Like,
And his face is probably on there too, like a dummy.
yeah, it's just blurred out, so I can't get the picture of his face.
Oh, it says, in the docs obtained by TMZ, the couple says their kid left the iPad behind on the July 2023 flight from South Carolina to New York, and someone started using it to take photos and videos. The couple claims things started with selfies, excuse me, of a Delta employee wearing a uniform and badge populating in their iCloud account, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
But things ratcheted up when they say the same person from the first batch of photos appeared in a masturbation video. Oh, my God. It says images from the alleged lewd footage are included as exhibits in the lawsuit, and they appear to show a man with a Delta lanyard fondling himself. So that means that he probably had his face out of it, but, you know, the lanyard is that thing around his neck with the ID and shit in it. So he's... Yo.
Oh, man, come on, cat.
Oh, my God. It says, what's more, the couple claimed the Delta employee who allegedly took possession of the iPad not only accessed their iTunes account and created their profile, but also hacked into their Amazon account and created a profile titled Gay. Listen, I need you to press some more buttons. I'm not kidding. I'm for real serious. Okay? And get this, the wife claims she found out about the gay profile when one of her minor children notices it on their account. Oh, my God. It says, the Delta family says Delta only sent them generalized no-reply emails while they were trying to get the iPad back, and they're going after the airline for damages. I wonder if the guy still worked there.
Probably not. He probably instantly got fired.
The Delta spokesperson tells TMZ Delta is aware of the complaint. The accused individual is not a Delta employee, but a vendor company. We have zero tolerance for unlawful behavior of any kind, but would decline to comment under further pending this litigation. So, you know, a vendor, okay, so you know what? I think it was probably one of those gate people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They be hiring vendors to do that shit because they might not have a huge presence in the city or whatever. Well, no, they was in South Carolina. They have a huge presence there. Let me see. It doesn't say where the child left the iPad at. Oh, it says on the flight. Okay. So, y'all, stop doing nasty shit, y'all. Stop it.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
And you know it's not your iPad.
Right.
And so you kept it and started using it and setting up accounts and doing everything and jerking off on it and doing all kinds of nasty shit to it. Listen. You said there's a picture.
Oh, yeah.
But where is it?
Well, I don't have it, but I was saying that in the photo, his face isn't on there.
Okay.
Or nothing like that.
But the picture is there.
Yeah.
With it shooting like one of the perspectives from the iPad.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we should have had that. Okay. Oh, my God, y'all. From Delta to this. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. So, listen, y'all. This is a tragic story right here. Like, this shit right here is just so disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So, America claims they're going to come back over there and start helping again?
Yeah.
It says, Trump says U.S. will partner with Israel to run additional food centers in Gaza, but details are scant. Well, guess what? You already done destroyed the food from the USAID. They took that food that USAID had, those 500 tons of food they had, they destroyed that food. They put it in an incinerator and burnt it all up. It says this company, so I don't know what the United States role is supposed to be up over there with this food aid. What they're going to be doing, supervising the Israeli people pass out the food, or helping Israel murder them people over there, because that's what they doing.
Oh, that was the question?
I mean, you on the show with me. I thought you was, ratcheting up, trying to be more on the show. You ain't got nothing to say behind that?
No.
No? Okay, it says, this comes from the Associated Press. It says, President Donald Trump said Tuesday that U.S. will partner with Israel to run new food centers in Gaza to address the worsening humanitarian crisis there. But he and U.S. officials offered additional details about the plan on how it would differ from existing food distribution centers. Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One as he returned from a trip to Scotland. He was probably over there filming that video with them cheese wheel people falling down the hill. That Israel would preside over the new food centers to make sure the distribution is proper. Well, they've been supervising it and killing people.
Right.
So what y'all supposed to be doing up there now? It says, we're going to be dealing with Israel, and we think they can do a good job of it, Trump said. Well, if you thought they was going to be doing a good job of it, they would have been already doing a good job. Yeah. But guess what? They not doing a good job. Why is it that the USAID can go over there and pass out stuff, and you don't never hear about nobody dying, the food gets passed out, and everybody's fine? You put Israel in charge of it. Now, all of a sudden, the people are storming the place, and everybody need to be shot before they can even get some food. That don't make no sense, y'all. And I'm so pissed off about how they done silenced all Americans from protesting against this. That's the reason why we're silent, because they've been shut up. You remember when I told you that students moved the needle? I actually saw a documentary this morning about students' voices being silenced about shit like this that's going on in the world. It says the opaque details come as and you know what? And Donald Trump never has plans. He always has plans of a plan. No plan. The opaque details come as Trump administration is facing calls at home and abroad to do more to address the hunger crisis in Gaza. The U.S. close ally, Israel, is at the center of the international outcry as more images of emaciated children continue to emerge. Y'all seen those kids on the news, right? Those kids are dying left and right over there in Gaza.
Yeah.
And the people, too. The White House has described it as a new aid plan to help people in Gaza obtain access to food and promised that details would emerge. It did not elaborate. State spokeswoman Tammy Bruce said Tuesday that she didn't know how the framework or how the new aid distribution would work because they don't have a plan.
Right.
The person who's supposed to be in charge of it is sitting up there telling us that she don't even know how it's going to work. Why didn't you make a plan? That's your job.
Yeah.
Or is Israel just not talking to y'all? And where's the aid coming from nowadays? That's what I want to know. Who's donating the food? Where's it coming from? It says, I'm waiting for the president to return. I don't want to get ahead of him, Bruce said. Democrats in Congress have implored the Trump administration to step up its role in addressing the suffering and starvation in Gaza. More than 40 senators signed a letter Tuesday urging the Trump administration to resume ceasefire talks and sharply criticizing the Israel-backed American organization that had already been created to distribute food aid, like I said. Oh, my God. I don't want to read no more of this. This is devastatingly sad. You should have had a picture of the starving kids up down here. Because those pictures, as long as you have worse pictures than this, you need to use them because we need to evoke emotion. This right here is not sad enough. We're talking about starving children. We need to have pictures of starving children here so people can see the reality of what the fuck's going on. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, y'all. It makes me sad. Does it make you sad, Mommy, hearing that children are dying because of selfishness and stupidity? No, from the other people. Oh, my goodness, y'all. It's time for real estate update. That's got to be the new thing. Real estate update. I need to get permission from Tina Turner for she copyright my shit. Y'all, this is a more closer story because we talked to national last time about real estate. Now we're gonna talk about Texas. It looks like. even though we could talk about certain states individually, but I don't know. On this show, should we just focus on Texas, or should we talk about, or should we just talk about only national, or should we switch it up and talk about individual states sometimes, or maybe just our state sometimes? Because people watch our show from all over the country and all over the world. Yeah. I didn't have to tell you that.
I think national and then just Texas.
Okay. All right. So it says right here. Oh God. See, this is what pisses me off.
What?
As a real estate agent, they always trying to get us to donate to all these organizations, NAR and shit like that, and all these lawyer fields because they supposed to protect real estate agents, but they don't never protect us. They let companies like Zillow and Realtor.com and all of them come in and change our business and take our money and do all kinds of shit to us. It says Texas newly signed a real estate legislation, Senate Bill 1517 and 840, could bring notable shifts to the state's property market. According to a new analysis by Foley and Lander LLP, as the laws ease development restrictions in major urban areas while limiting property ownership by foreign entities from designated countries. Now, you know why this is significant? Because owning a country, if you want to own a state, a country, a county, or whatever, what do you need to purchase in order to own it?
The land?
The land.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of happy about this. China owns so much land in this country. In a minute, we're going to be China. And so I'm glad that they want to stop foreign entities. When they say entities, they're talking about individuals, investment firms, all of those people.
Okay.
Stop them all. It's a sign. But you know what they're going to do? All they're going to do is, how they're going to do, go around that? Instead of having a country in China that's buying it, they're going to form a company in the United States and use that as a shell company to buy it. That's all they're going to do.
Yeah.
It says signed into law by Governor Greg Abbott ahead of the June 22 deadline. The measures will take effect on September 1st, 2025. SB 15 and SB 840 target municipal zoning regulations aiming to enable more flexible housing development across the state's largest cities. So in other words, what they're doing is allowing people to build things that's not necessarily zoned for area in the area. So in other words, the whole state's going to turn into Houston. Okay.
Come on, cat.
Do you know why I say the whole state's going to turn into Houston?
Not really.
Well, Houston has the loosest zoning laws of any city in our state. In other words, you'll have like a skyscraper, and then some projects, and then a shopping mall, and then a church, and then another skyscraper, and then a mansion, and then you want to build it, you can build it.
Okay.
You got the coins, you can build it.
Yeah.
No regulation. I kind of actually like that because it makes cities better and more fun. Because, people going to do what they want to do. It says, according to Leander and Foley, which advises clients on similar legislation, these reforms are designed to allow more residential development without the procedural delays that often result from local zoning restrictions. I just said that.
Yeah.
It says, under the new laws, cities with populations exceeding 150,000 and counties with at least 300,000 residents and must permit similar lot sizes, higher density, and reduced parking requirements for single-family, multifamily, and mixed-use developments. So in other words, what they're trying to say is that, listen, we want the cities to be denser. You know what I mean? In other words, more walkable.
Right.
They want to develop the downtowns. They want people living downtown.
Yeah.
They don't want to make it so hard for a builder to build something downtown.
Yeah.
In other words, get ready for mass gentrification. Come on with the. I'm starting to get sad because you're not doing. Because I'm making big expressions and stuff, and you're not pressing no buttons. So like I said, this is going to cause mass. What I call it? Not gentrification. Okay, so it says Me. Oh, okay. Let me see what else it says here. It says reduce parking permits or mixed use. It says, for example, SB 15 mandates that municipalities allow homes of at least 3,000 square feet within 10 foot floors and reduce lot dimensions. What? Let me read this again, y'all. It says SB 15 mandates that municipalities allow homes of at least 3,000 square feet with 3 10-foot floors and reduce lot dimensions. So they're allowing 3-story homes.
Oh,
We have them in San Antonio already.
Yeah.
You know, down there by the museum,
Yeah.
there's a lot of 3-story homes over there.
Oh, okay.
A lot of them. It'd be like 2 stories and then like a patio on top, or 3 stories with a patio. We got some 3-story houses over here on Harry Wurzbach that have elevators in them, and 4-story houses of those townhouse looking things. They have the elevators in them and everything.
Yeah.
And this is interesting, y'all. It says, meanwhile, SB 40 enables owners of commercial properties such as offices, warehouses, and retail spaces of at least 5 years old to convert buildings into housing without going through traditional rezoning. That's going to make them be able to, this is helping empty. Remember I told you that 60% of the office space is empty?
Yeah.
They're going to be turning that now into housing.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. I see what you mean.
And they're going to make it relaxed so they don't have to go through all the bureaucracy and red tape in order for them to do it. Basically, if they want to do it, they can just do it. They just saying, look, you ain't got to go through all this shit with us, rezoning it and doing all of this. We'll rezone it later. Just go ahead and do it if you want to do it now.
Oh, okay.
So you can, one of those buildings downtown that's now office building, they're going to convert that into some sickening apartments, maybe put some restaurants at the bottom, because they're empty.
Yeah.
This is resolving that problem, huh? Yeah, it does make sense. It says Foley and Leander said the legislation could be significant in markets like Austin, Houston, and Dallas-Fort Worth, where commercial office vacancy rates between 24 and 28% following the pandemic, according to the bill. In San Antonio is worse. It's 60%. It says, according to the bill, the intent to enable developers to repurpose lagging commercial projects for residential development. Good. This is going to make more people live downtown, and guess what? It's going to make better diversity of types of housing too. So not only are you going to have, how they be building these places and calling them lofts? Back where I'm from, a loft is something that somebody else abandoned, and you turned it into something dope yourself.
Yeah.
That's a loft. You can't build those. You find them. It might be an old warehouse or something like that. And, my sister had a friend that lived downtown in Atlanta by the railroad tracks. He literally found a warehouse or something that was down there that was completely abandoned. Mm-hmm. And he just squatted on it and turned it into, it was dope as hell in there. But he could leave at any time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but it was fly though. And he was an artist. And it was dope. And that's a loft. Okay. Like, you can't build these places calling them lofts. No, it don't go like that. Right, they're there already. So that's what's going to happen. There's going to be some real lofts going on in the city now. Mm-hmm. Real lofts. That's good. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. So this is good. I like these changes that are happening. This is going to help the real estate market. It's going to make our city more attractive. People are going to want to come here. They're going to see more unique styles of living rather than just these same houses built every fucking where. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is going to be good. Let's see what happens with this. It says SB 17 adds a national security dimension to Texas property ownership laws by prohibiting individuals or entities from certain countries. Currently, China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia from purchasing or acquiring property in the state. The law provides for enforcement by the Texas Attorney General and includes penalties up to $250,000 or 50% of the property's market value. Like I told you, all they're going to do is find an American company, give them a bunch of money, and tell them to buy the property. And they're going to put it in an LLC or something like that that's in the United States that we ain't going to be able to know. Because let me tell you something about American laws. American laws are easy to break because there's all of these loopholes everywhere.
Yeah.
So you can say, know this. Well, okay, well, know that. Okay, that's why people get away with tax fraud and all this kind of shit like that because there's so many loopholes in the tax code.
Right.
And you could prove your loophole to actually be true if you're smart enough to go to court. Okay, they said that the judge says, whoever it is says, this part of the tax code, you broke this part of the tax code. Well, guess what? You can find another part of the tax code that says that part that they said is wrong, it's okay. You know
come on,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever seen the tax law before?
Yeah.
The book for it?
No, not the whole book.
The book for the tax law is like this big.
Dang.
Like, how could you follow all of these rules? Like,
Right.
what? These rules cancel each other out.
Yeah.
That's how people like Donald Trump end up not paying taxes. Y'all, this is great for Texas real estate. This is great news for us, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do something with this. I'm gonna make sure that I don't use Opus Clip to clip this. I'm gonna clip it myself so I can make sure that none of it gets left out. Okay?
Okay.
Bye, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, State of Texas. Yes.
Yeah.
This is your house you in now. What you talking about? This is your house. You know what? Oh, Lord. Guess what, y'all? We'll be right back.
This show is brought to you by Chris Castaneda with Mortgage Right. Tired of throwing money away on rent? Escape the cycle and start building real wealth. Chris can help you land the perfect home loan for your unique situation. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to upgrade, we'll guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. Contact Chris today to get started.
And we're back. Hey, y'all. Turn the crawler back on. Y'all, it's time for Black History, y'all. And y'all know every day is Black History up on Good and Crazy News. Oh, Lord, excuse me. That is so nasty. Look, y'all, guess what? It's time for...
What you about to say?
Huh?
What you about to say?
Julian. It's time for Julian Brown, y'all. Julian Brown was born in Tennessee and hails from Atlanta. He began his work while he's still in high school. Let me see what he do. Brown founded the startup Nature Jab and ran experiments to scale up his plastiline system. He showcased the homemade prototypes via social media, especially TikTok and Instagram, over 1.3 million followers and millions of views. He also launched a GoFundMe campaign aiming to raise $1 million to build a full-scale plastiline plant. What is plastiline?
Plastiline is plastic made from gasoline. I had it in there. Did you skip over it?
I think so. Okay, it says he began his work while still in high school, equipped only with a welding certification and without formal training as a scientist or engineer. He taught himself the necessary skills and spent 5 years developing his microwave pyrolysis technology. He reportedly began experimenting with plastic to fuel technology as a teenager. Aside from experimenting, Brown also trained in martial arts classes. Initially started with over 20 students. By the time he was a black belt examination, 5 years later, only one. It still didn't say it.
He made that machine, the fuel. He basically made a device to transfer
Gasoline into plastic?
Turn plastic into gasoline, and 100% working gasoline.
Wait, to convert plastic into gasoline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm here for that. I thought he was creating more plastic with gasoline. I'm like, we don't need no more plastic.
No.
Okay.
It's another way around.
We don't need no more plastic. Mm-hmm. It says Brown founded his startup Nature Jab. Okay, so it says on July 9th, 2025, Brown posted a video on social media where he expressed concerns about being followed and stated he believed he was in danger. In the clip, he said, "I know I don't have long to live," and urged his followers to screen record this. Why he do that?
Because the plastiline was actually working very well, and he tested it on multiple things, and all of his results came back successful. But since gasoline has such a big market, they're saying that he might be targeted because it's going to mess with the gasoline market. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
the
how-
gasoline market needs some damn competition up down there. And we need to do something with all this fucking plastic instead of throwing it in the ocean where it's going to that big swirl down there, destroying all the fish and shit is got plastic in it now. We need to do something about the plastic.
Yeah.
And guess where plastic comes from?
What?
Comes from oil.
Yeah.
They take the oil, turn it into plastic. Now this is gonna go from plastic back to gas. This is good. Like let the boy cook, y'all. Let the boy cook. It says, following the post, Brown became inactive online. Despite the widespread attention and theories surrounding his potential disappearance, the Atlanta Police Department stated that no official missing person report had been filed. Brown's mother, Nia Brown, later confirmed to reporters that he was safe, but declined to provide further details for security reasons. Okay, Julian, listen, you need to go ahead and finish developing your thing. Get some billionaires. Where's Oprah at? Where's all the black Tyler Perry? Where y'all at?
Right.
Y'all need to help this boy build a plant down there so he can start doing this shit. And see, you know, every time black people, this is why they always say, black people don't never have nothing. You know why? This boy feels scared for his life because the oil and gas people probably sending people after him.
All right.
We can't never have nothing, do nothing. Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, I need y'all to come down there and get this boy's invention turned into a refinery plant or refinery or whatever. It's not a refinery, but a definery, whatever. To get this thing working, this is the ticket for us.
Yeah,
What black people got? We turn plastic into gas. And that's good because now the oil becomes full circle. It goes from oil to plastic to another plastic thing because, you know, they recycle it a couple of times. And now it's going to come back and fuel cars or stuff like that. Come on, y'all. This is good. Like, what is y'all talking about? Why come you ain't got no video for this? Never mind. So, thank you, Julian Brown, for doing what you're doing up there. Sorry I butchered your story a little bit. I wasn't trying to do that. Okay? You're an amazing kid, Julian. Come out of hiding, Julian, because we need you up down here. We need you up down here, Julian. Stop hiding. Come on. Y'all donate some money to this boy so he can get his shit working. This is a lie. I don't even want to read this. This is a lie. It says Ray J denies Whitney Houston murder allegations. We never did drugs together. Auto slam. I don't think nobody believes that. And this looks like it came from Media Takeout. And you know exactly how I feel about Media Takeout.
But I ain't one to gossip, so you ain't heard that from me.
Now, what you say?
I was trying to remember who this boy is.
Ray J?
Ray J.
Brandy's brother.
Ain't that Brandy's brother?
Straight from the east side, that's how I ride. Here's another one, Ray J. Tell him where you from. Bye, Ray J. We know you was doing everything up down there. Y'all, it says, oh, goodness, y'all. All right, so it says right here, 5 people charged over attack on white couple at Cincinnati Jazz Festival. Now, what? Now, white people claiming that they're being abused down there by black folks.
Yeah.
Y'all white people need to stop. Y'all need to stop. Because first of all, okay, so this is the fight. So let me see what's going on down here, y'all. Let me see, put this over
getting
here.
knocked down,
So,
getting a lot of,
wait.
look at that, getting a lot
They're
of
not showing
attention.
initially what happened. Let me
News
see.
investigative
Let me see.
correspondent Rich McHugh live at Cincinnati.
Yeah, your
Violent
was right.
street brawl.
Oh, so okay,
video
so wait.
of the fight
Hold
shows
on.
crowd. Look at this kicking
So
and you see, a
they
man
said
getting
that the
punched,
black
wounded,
person slapped the
getting
white
knocked down,
person.
so getting a lot of, look at that,
So
getting
that's
a
what
lot of
happened?
attention.
No, the white person
News Nation
slapped the
investigative
black
correspondent
Right.
Rich McHugh live at
And
Cincinnati.
then the black person
Violent street
started
brawl
fighting.
video
And then I guess
of the
a whole
fight
bunch
showing
of
this
people
crowd. Look
joined
at this kicking and
Let me
you
tell y'all
see, a
something.
man getting
Black
punched,
people is
wounded,
not going for it no
getting
more,
knocked
white
down,
people. Y'all
getting
should
a
know
lot of-
that.
look at that, getting
Remember
a lot
after
of
that thing that
attention.
happened in Mississippi
News
that
Nation
time
investigative
with the
correspondent
chairs
Rich
and all
McHugh
that
live at
shit?
Cincinnati.
So the
Violent
white people
street
decided they was
brawl
going, you know,
video
treat black people like slaves and stuff. They can no longer do that. Y'all should know better. This is not 1931
Look at that, getting a lot of attention.
or 1950, like my mama just said. We don't give a damn about y'all crazy ass MAGA white folks. We don't care. This is that same group of people who want to make that community over there that we don't care about. Same people. It says 5 people charged over attack on white couple at Cincinnati Jazz Festival. This comes from Yahoo News. It says 5 suspects have been charged over an attack on a white couple. Let's see. Normally the white is silent. I don't know why they're saying white over and over on this thing. At a jazz festival in Cincinnati, violent footage showing a man and a woman being beaten by a group of people. Oh, so now the black is silent this time? Wow. Oh, my God. Hold on, being beaten by a group of people in Ohio City on Saturday when it went viral on social media over the weekend, prompting condemnation from figures including Vice President J.D. Vance. The race, the MAGA dragon is awake now. Black folks, y'all need to get ready. All y'all people that live in Florida, please run down there from Ron DeSantis telling y'all to get y'all guns. Guess what? The good people, we need to have guns too, not just the dummies. Says on Monday, police charged 5 suspects over the attack, but did not release their names. They said they expected to bring more charges and are in contact with the victims. Harriet Dillon, a senior figure at the U.S. Justice Department, suggested the attack on the white couple may have been motivated by race, and that the suspects could also be charged with federal hate crimes. Oh, y'all charging black people with federal hate crimes now? Y'all are tripping.
Come on, cat.
Y'all are tripping.
Yeah.
Black people getting charged with hate crimes now. Turn the video back on. It says right here, it says, okay. It says the video shared on social media shows what? You want me to turn on the video? Yeah. It says right here, it says right here, it says, it says the video they expected to bring more charges. Video shared on social media shows a fight break out after a white man reaches out to slap a black man dressed in a red T-shirt while the pair argues surrounded by a group. Several people are then seen kicking, punching, and throwing themselves at the man while he attempts to protect himself. He falls to the floor and multiple people stamp on the man's head. He's later helped to his feet by bystanders in the crowd. Another clip apparently later in the altercation shows a woman being punched in the face by a man and collapsing on the street. Teresa TJ, the Cincinnati police chief, said 5 people were charged on Monday at the mass brawl of 100 or so people in the city's downtown after 3 a.m. on Saturday. I wonder if the white man was charged for starting the shit with the black folks.
A man getting punched, woman getting knocked down, so getting a lot of look at that, getting a lot.
Says
of
anyone who puts their hands on another individual during this incident is an attempt to cause harm will face consequences. That's unacceptable, she said. I don't care which side of the incident the fight that you are on. So hopefully you stay true to your damn word and arrest the white man down there too.
Look at that, getting a lot of attention. News Nation investigative correspondent Rich McHugh live in Cincinnati. Violent street
this show
brawl.
long enough.
Video of the fight show this crowd. Look at this kicking, and you see a man getting punched, a woman getting knocked down. So getting a lot of look at that, getting a lot.
Yeah, guess what it's time for, y'all? It's time for Boom the K Slammm. Y'all, I feel sorry for that man in New York that went up to New York to kill them people. You know, mental health is real. Now, you know, Donald Trump wants to take all the people off the street and put them in mental facilities now without even seeing if they need mental health or not.
Right.
Bye. Again. The Trump, you know you ain't suing Beyonce, and you damn sure ain't suing Kamala Harris. She's a lawyer. Bye. It says, Rhonda said, hold on, we already read the story. We at the end of the show now. Yes, you did. You sitting right there. Y'all, Ron DeSantis announces tax-free period on guns. How about tax-free period on property taxes and food, dummy? With your blockheaded ass. Delta Airlines employee, you a dummy. And you disgusting and despicable. And I hope you go to jail.
Right.
I don't know if they can charge him with child endangerment or whatever, but he need... You need to be very careful because you can end up being registered as a sex offender for this.
Yeah.
United States, I don't know how y'all gonna help Israel with that food aid up over there. Y'all done already destroyed all the food, and then people ain't doing nothing but killing them people up over there for trying to get the food. So I don't know what you think you're gonna do up down there. Texas real estate, we doing really good. I love this whole idea of the Senate Bill 1517 and 840. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Julian, we need your system up down here. Stop, black billionaires, where y'all at? Help this boy. Ray J, we know you did it. And y'all people to be in charge in Cincinnati, listen. Whatever y'all doing, y'all keep doing it. White folks, when I say white folks, y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about those, there's white people and then there's white people. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm talking to white people, those. The ones that, you know, the ones that are racist.
The
and
white
anti.
people and then the white people.
Mommy, listen, the show is over. How can people get in contact with you?
I don't know.
You just got, never mind. Listen, Judah, how can people get in contact with you?
JUDAHS / photography and then like another _. I changed my name on Instagram.
Why you change your name?
Because there was a lot of other Judah's photography, so I wanted to change it.
There was
up.
a lot of other people with that same name?
Yeah.
Judah's Photography?
Uh-huh.
How many other people had that name? You don't have to tell me exactly. Come on. We got to get on here. Come on.
It was like 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all know what? Co-executive producer is, I don't know. He going through something, child. Listen, I almost wanted to choke this motherfucker today for real, straight up. He be doing me so dirty and so wrong. You know what? I taught Judah how to have a voice. Remember I told you a long time ago, I was like, when you teach somebody something, the reason why I hate doing that is because the first person they use it on is you. Now he's piping up at me now and bullying me around and stuff, y'all. Oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all, I love y'all so much for watching. Y'all know what I'll be doing till next time, y'all. I'll be sitting here waiting at the door. Bye.
Sitting here waiting at the door, yeah. 1942, 1942. Sitting here waiting on you, yeah. Just waiting on you.